Please stand for the pledge of allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ask the City Council to introduce themselves, starting at my far right.
Ellen Zappa.
Rich Meisenkowski.
Happy Mark. Eric Carlson.
Mary Fortier.
Calvin Brown.
Town Clerk Therese Pack.
Assistant Dawn Lavella.
And I'm Mayor Kate McCabe. We will have a moment of silence for troops on active duty. Thank you. Item number 2.
Approval of minutes of the regular City Council meeting on November 12th, 2014, and the special City Council meetings on November 6th, 2014, and November 10th, 2014, and the Flood and Erosion Control Board on September 29th, 2014.
Move approval. Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Item number 3.
Public participation.
Here we have is Sean Roast.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I want to talk about a few things tonight. First off, stumbled across a video on YouTube. Not to say that everything on the video is fact, but it was a woman. Her name is Catherine Gary, G-A-R-R-Y, and she was speaking about the redevelopment in Hempstead. Basically, what she said in the video, and it's about 30 minutes long, but to shorten it and make it to the point, what she basically was saying was they had a plan that was introduced to the people of Hempstead, and it was by Urban America, and the plan had to do with density and transit, and it was an expansion of the density. Buildings were much higher than the buildings surrounding the area, and the people of Hempstead rejected that plan. And apparently, a couple years later, the plan came back again with Urban America partnered with Renaissance Downtowns, according to what this woman said. She also said that they had a public hearing in Hempstead in regard to the land transfer. It was $53 million in land that was involved in the transfer. It was not described in the public announcement to the people of Hempstead that that's the purpose of the meeting. Instead, it was described as a jobs fair event or something to that effect. People that were in opposition to that plan basically were talked negatively about. I have some concerns about the debt and the promises that were made that are very similar to what the people in Hempstead had. I know not everybody is concerned about it, but this is what I spend my free time investing, is getting my information so that I know what's happening in my town. And I'm trying to present it to everyone here in the best manner that I can, and also present it to the people of Bristol. I wish the people of Bristol would get a little bit more engaged as to what's happening. This is a transformation of Bristol, not just an urban renewal or not just building a few houses in the downtown. We're actually changing the density, and we're building a mass of people in a small area. I spoke about the density and the relationship to crime last meeting that I was here. You have New Britain, Hamden, and West Haven all have about the same population, but have higher density and have access to, well, West Haven will have access to public transportation. The density is much higher in West Haven, actually, according to the information that I was given, and 3 times the violent crime rates of Bristol. The city of Meriden has 2 times the violent crime rates of Bristol. Also, there were some promises made to the people of Bristol from Renaissance Downtowns. I realized, they weren't able to make their deadline. That was one of the promises. They were supposed to make a deadline. There's supposed to be no public money involved. There is still public money involved. Just because it's not a handout, we're talking about building infrastructure. They also promised to build a piazza. They're not building it anymore, right? We're building it, because that's part of the new agreement. So what is Renaissance offering the residents of Bristol at this time? I'm kind of getting the feeling that we're not having a say in what's happening here. You know, we're skipping the referendum, and we're reclassifying the $6 million as, oh, it's just a little bit here and a little bit there, and we're going to build this, and it's 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. And I don't think it's right. I think the people of Bristol should have a choice, should get a vote. If you have confidence in the plan and you think it's a good plan, you should be able to sell to the people of Bristol and let them vote and decide whether or not they want to do it. Thank you.
Thank you, Sean.